Alright guys, welcome to another Dimmdrive video, and this video is going to cover actual World of Warcraft playing 5 copies of the game at once, and what the load times are, or really basically just what the load times are of loading 5 World of Warcrafts on a normal hard drive versus loading 5 World of Warcrafts on Dimmdrive. So we've got a whole bunch of things on the screen right now. I wanted to show a crystal disk mark that I did, just showing some of the speeds that I have on my system right now. And I had a lot of things running while I did this benchmark. On this system, which my memory is downclocked, it's not really that fast. I generally get around 6 to about 6 and I'd say about 6.5, or sorry, 7.5 to about 9.5 thousand megabytes per second. So I get between 7 right around 7.5 gigabytes per second to 9.5 gigabytes per second. But it varies based on what I'm doing on my system and everything. I have a million windows running right now. If I just hit Alt Tab real quick, you can see I have a ton of things running, and I'm also recording a video. So let me put this over here. Now, the reason why I came up with Dimmdrive was I like playing 5 copies of game at once, or 10 copies of game at once. And I notice, even though I have some pretty top-of-the-line solid-state drives, and I've tried with RAID arrays, I don't really like the loading times when I zone in and out of different areas in the game, or when I initially log onto the game, stuff like that. So what we have is we have a multi-boxing software that's loading the game 5 times in 2 different scenarios. One scenario, I'm loading the game 5 times off of just a standard Seagate hard drive. And so this is a Seagate 4 terabyte mechanical drive. So we're going to load it with this program. Everything is the exact same. The settings in the game are the same. Everything, it's actually a copy of the game. As you can see, the 2 windows are configured the same. So, and then we're going to load it 5 times using the Dimmdrive software. And so we're going to put this over here. This right here is going to reflect loading it 5 times on the mechanical hard drive. And I don't really have a fancy way of keeping track of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of do the poor man's way of keeping track of things. We're going to just use the time command. It's going to tell us the time as we start it. It's going to tell us the time as we finish it. All right? And that's how we are going to detect how fast this takes. So let's put this over here. Let's put a little time command over here. Let me make sure that fits. Okay. So I'm gonna hit the start button, and we're gonna wait for it to load the game 5 times, and then we're gonna see how long it takes, and then we're gonna close it, and we're gonna do it with Dimmdrive. So this is 5 World of Warcrafts loading off of a standard Seagate 4 terabyte mechanical hard drive. All right. So we started at 12:27 with 24 seconds. And now we're waiting for load. Looks like it just loaded once right there. It's going to load 4 more times. So the second drive is loading right now. The second game, sorry. The third game is loading right now. You can see my mouse cursor. Maybe you can. I'm not sure if my recording software picks up my mouse cursor or not. But my mouse cursor is like stuck in the I'm thinking, I'm getting data, I'm doing something mode. So we've just done our 4th drive. We've got 1 more World of Warcraft to load. And it is about to finish. Okay, so it took us, let's see here. Boy, we're gonna fail at math here. So we look at 36 plus 6, so 42 seconds. 42 seconds to load 5 World of Warcrafts. And this is again from our mechanical drive. We can click over here and see that it's on my F drive. And if you've watched my other videos, I've benchmarked my F drive. It's actually pretty fast. I get about 115 megabytes per second. It's a pretty fast drive. So we're going to close all these. And then we're going to put this over here off the screen. And we're going to bring in my other multi-boxing software configuration here. And this is my Y drive. And you notice Dimmdrive right up here is set for my Y drive. And I've configured World of Warcraft on it. So let me just double check my math here again. We've got 30 and then plus 6 is 36, plus 6 right here, 42. So 42 seconds. Now my Dimmdrive load time right here. So let me hit clear, and let me get ready to start it all up. And pretty much the same thing. I'm going to hit the start button and then hit enter here as fast as I can. Start, enter. Okay. So it's loading its first copy right now. Let me mute that. It's loading the second copy. Or actually it's loading the third one right now. Now it's loading the fourth one. And now it's loading the fifth one. I gotta do this really quick. Blah. Okay, there we go. So we've got 5 copies of World of Warcraft loaded. We're looking at the difference between these two now. So that would be 21 seconds. Oh, look at that. It's exactly half. 21 seconds. So there you go. That's loading 5 World of Warcrafts in Dimmdrive. It's exactly half the time, which is kind of cool. Now we're going to do another video. We're going to show you 10 World of Warcrafts, and right after this one.